Hello Cancer, welcome back to my channel. If you're a returning subscriber, love you to have you back. If you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoy the reading. This is a life reading for you, and the love reading will be following straight afterwards, so there is a timestamp below if you would like to go straight to that. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards, so let's start on that. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to start here. We do have for you a solar eclipse coming in. Now this is an energy that's coming in, but there is going to be a solar eclipse which will be happening on the 4th of December. It is in Sagittarius. So just maybe I feel this is going to unfold as a result of this, or it's leading up to that. So see how it resonates for you. But a solar eclipse is always about self-mastery. It's always about a sudden change or an abrupt change, which then forces you into the present moment to deal with a whole lot of things and to actually make changes to move forward. All the changes will be thrust upon you, and it's how you handle that whole process. So it's a very transformative energy. It can bounce people in or out of your life. It can bounce situations in or out of your life. It can really disrupt certain things, but it's a necessary disruption, because in that coming out of your comfort zone, then you've got to now actually deal with a whole lot of things, but they need to be dealt with. In some cases, this can be things that have been percolating for a while, and then suddenly it can come up. So you may be aware of it, you may be aware that something is kind of approaching, but usually with a solar eclipse, it can be very quick, all right? But it can be life-changing. It can really be an absolute rearrangement, a 180 degree turn. It can really turn you around, and you can be going in a completely different direction after that has come in. It can be physical changes or material changes. So it can be like a relationship change, or a profession like your job, or what it is that you do, that could be changing, or it could be a relocation. In some cases, it's all three. You have got fourth house, which is the house of home, coming up. So possibly it's going to affect that in some way, shape or form. It can also be a big realization of some sort. This can be something that comes into your life, and suddenly you're seeing very clearly, simply because you've had an abrupt jolt and now you're awake. And you're now seeing certain things that need to be changed or to be put into place. So, it really depends on your situation, where you are in your life, what's happening, and how things are unfolding for you. In some cases, it can be not necessarily a big change. What it can be is the opportunity to sort of dive into something and change it, or create something better. So it's taking something already there and fixing it, changing it, or creating it and making it much better. And it will be much better on the other side of it. But you really have to be present. You have to be in your present mindset to actually tackle it, because quite often we get caught up in things, and then issues pass us by, and we just get caught up, and things ride. You let things ride, So in this case, certainly the solar eclipse, you won't be able to, you'll have to come to, you have to either go in and fix and change, or create something, or it's going to be an abrupt change or a shift of some sort coming in for you. Now the bottom of the Fairy Tarot is a major arcana, very much the same theme. This is the release card, or the death card. It's number 13 in this deck. Let go of the past, an ending that makes way for new opportunities, time to move on. So very, very powerful energy, but it's an opportunity at the same time. And this is where the self-mastery comes in to do with this card. The self-mastery is very much about your attitude, your outlook, and your ability to rise to the occasion of the change, all right? So the more you resist and fight it, the harder the transition is going to be. So in this case, it's going to be really worth your while to look at it as an opportunity to really change something important in your life, or to fix something, or to just make it better. It's a real opportunity, however it comes dressed into your life, okay? So look at it as an opportunity, and just deal with things as they come up. But your attitude and your belief and your approach to it is really going to determine how things move along. And that is self-mastery, mastering your emotions and mastering your environment, so that no matter what gets thrown at you, you know you're going to be all right, okay? Now, so with that massive change, it can be a transitional cycle even with this card coming in, like a transitional cycle. So it could be a big cycle in your life ending and a new one beginning. It could be home related, relationship related, or profession related. All of them are mentioned here. So it could be really an opportunity for you to let go of a lot of things. It could even be a mindset or an attitude or a belief that you've had for a long time, and hence the realization, as I said, with the solar eclipse, where suddenly you just are now able to see what needs to be done. You have also got the freedom card coming in. So this is tying in with these two, and you are going to have this in some way, shape, or form. It's going to be very relevant for you. It may not be applying exactly the same for every Cancerian, but it's going to affect you in some way, and it's going to release something, and make room for something better. So now, whether, as I said, whether these other changes coming in are a result of that, or whether it's something that you can tackle in the meantime, you can do all of these things now. You can tackle all of these things now in order to make this transition that much smoother. So look around what in your life, what needs to be changed, what needs to be sorted out, let go of, or released in the meantime. So we've got 6th house here. 6th house is to do with workplace, work colleagues, and it's also, your work projects, whatever you're doing, and your routines around that. It's also your daily routines around your health and your diet, your lifestyle, your well-being. All of those things come in, and it can also be the house of pets. So now, it seems to me that it seems to me that it's leaning to the health and the diet and the well-being. Within you, this is your health, but it could also be the environment where you are currently working, or it could even be, where you are going to consult, or whatever it is that you do in your life. But it's saying that I feel there is some toxicity that is rising up in one or both of those environments. Because you've got the Neptune card underneath, and then at the top you've got Aphrodite. Aphrodite is always about self-care, all right? Loving yourself enough to say no to things that are not working for you. It's also about getting in touch with yourself, loving yourself enough to remove yourself from situations, or to lavish time and attention onto yourself. You also have the 2nd house here, which is very much about that as well. That is about self-worth, okay? So have your self-worth. Have enough worth to turn away certain things that may be draining for you. All right. So this can be other people, other people's toxicity, other people's dramas, situations, complexities pulling you under. It could be that, or it could just be a very toxic environment where you are. It can also be within your health. There could be aspects of your health, or your diet, or your well-being, or your lifestyle in general, which is just not good for you. And this is saying that you need to let go of those things. This can also be, this can be with Neptune, it can be substance related or addictions of all kinds coming up with that. This can even be addiction to drama, or addiction to media, or addiction to anything that triggers you and is draining you of your vitality, or it's keeping you stuck in a situation which is stifling your growth and preventing you from being happy. Or fulfilled. All right, so that is the darker side of Neptune. It can also be toxicity from things like allergies. Those could be rising up at this time. It could also be toxins in your environment, as in chemicals. So what chemicals do you use in your home? Do you have things in your home which are triggering you? Now, this can be medications. This can be chemicals that you use for washing and cleaning. Clear out all of that and go a more natural route, do an exploration, find out what will work for you, a more gentler, more tender environment. And this could also be on an emotional level. There could be lots of ways that this is coming in for you, okay? But it's saying that you need to clear that out. And this could also be, as I said, emotional or mental. There could be things that are trapping you. It could be work-related or home-related or diet-related, however it applies to you. It can also be that perhaps you have been in a sort of an area of self-sacrifice in some way, and this goes back to the self-worth. Okay, you need to clear that out. You need to put your boundaries up with Neptune here, and you've also got Pisces here. This is about boundaries. This is about filtering out things which are putting you into a state of confusion, or putting things in your body or into your however you're taking in, whether it's visually or through your mouth, however it's coming into your body. Visually can be media, or hearing things in your ears, whatever, but taking things into your world which are not good for you. Okay, so you need to put your boundaries up to make sure that that is not happening. Whatever's draining your vitality, basically. Okay, so all of that coming in with this. And then the Aphrodite is lavishing love and attention onto yourself. Look after your health. Your health, without your health, you've got nothing. Okay, you will not have a life if you do not have your health. So make that priority number one. Your body is your temple. Make that priority number one, because from that comes everything. You cannot help anybody. You cannot help your children or your person or whatever, whoever's in your life, if you are in an unhealthy state, or you are sick, or suffering from disease of the body. Okay, so your health and your body is very, very important. All right, number one priority. And this is about awakening the goddess. So awaken the goddess within you through dance, self-care, and appreciating your divinity. So this is getting in touch with your sexuality. It's getting in touch with your divinity, your spirituality, listening to your guidance, tapping in, but also looking after your health and your well-being, your nurturing. So make sure that you nurture yourself. You are a Cancerian, so nurturing will come naturally to you. But this may be that you're in a situation where you have found yourself and it's not healthy for you, whatever it may be. And she's saying that you need to make sure that you're doing this now, to look after yourself. Now, we have also got the second house here. The second house is, as I said, about your self-worth, but it's also attached to your ownership of things. So this is your possessions, your whatever you own, cars, houses, material things. All right. It can also be property. It can also be the property industry, or real estate, or land, or anything to do with the real estate industry. You could be as a profession, or you could be involved in that. It's also about your your talents. What are your inherent talents and skills? All of that is covered by the second house. So, your material world, but also what's internally in you. It's your security. It's also the house of income. So how your income comes into you, however it comes into you, it covers that as well. So yet again, we have another Pisces. Neptune rules Pisces. So you've got two of them here appearing at the same time. So we've got Pisces. And I feel this is about, you may be facing a situation, because at the top you've got Vesta home. So you may be looking for a new home, or changing your home in some way, or it's to do with the people in your home. Okay, something is changing. Now with the Pisces, I believe this is about tapping into the spiritual side of this energy. So this is about connecting to the divine, whatever is the pathway for you, and having belief, having faith, having trust, okay, and connecting to that, and coming back to that no matter what is occurring. You could be changing your environment and letting go of a whole lot of material things, or you are looking for a new home, or you're downscaling, or you're upscaling, or whatever the situation is applicable to you. But it's saying that connect to the divine, to the spiritual side, and have faith and trust, and hand it over. Put it in the God box, and hand it over, and just have belief that whatever is right for you will come to you. Listen to your guidance. You could be dreaming a lot as well. You could be getting a lot of information, or hearing things, or just following your instincts and your intuitions, which is very much in the realm of Pisces. Okay, it could also be in some cases that you need to put your boundaries up, because with the Pisces and the Neptune, could be a very strong possibility where your boundaries are needing to be checked and reinforced, or new ones put in. Okay, so check your boundaries. Make sure that you're not being drained, or that you are not being confused in some way, or you're not being pulled into other people's complications. With this card, sometimes you can be pulled into like an illusion or a fantasy, and you lose your boundaries, as I said, or you lose your way. There is that kind of aspect that comes in with this. But I do feel that it is more connected to the having faith and having belief that whatever is going to occur for you in the second house will come to you in the right way, shape, and form. So pray, say your affirmations, do whatever you need to do, and connect to the divinity in you and also around you, and have faith, and perhaps whatever spirituality you turn to, reinforce that at this time. We have also got, as I said, Vesta, the home. So your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So someone going, someone coming in, whichever way around it is. You could be even expanding your family in some way. You may have other people coming to join you. Some families are joining forces at the moment. Whatever is appropriate for you, but it's going to affect your your income. It's also going to affect your environment from an ownership point of view. So you could be looking for a new home, or expanding, or changing your home in some way. It could be a renovation even, with the Pisces energy, it could be that you may need to relocate closer to a water body. So this could be the sea or a lake, or any kind of water body, a river even. This may be very helpful for you at this time, to connect to the water body, to connect to the sea, which is a spiritual element as well. So maybe you can do that. Maybe that's going to help you. Being a Cancerian, any water body is going to be a good environment for you, especially the sea. So that may help you. So listen to your guidance and allow your instincts and intuitions to follow you, to lead you in the right direction. And be kind to yourself. With the Aphrodite inner goddess, be kind to yourself at this time, so that you can navigate properly. With the boundaries situation, the bottom of the Goddess deck is Bridget. Don't back down. Stand up for what you believe is right. Okay, so this could be work related, it could be health and diet related, or it could be to do with your possessions, your income, whatever it is. You could be changing your profession now. You may be forced out for whatever reason. There's a lot of that happening at the moment in the world, or you could just have had enough of something. It's a toxic environment. You want to get out. It could be applying in a lot of different ways. But Bridget is saying, stand up for your beliefs. Stand up for what is right for you. Stand up for what you believe is right. Okay, and put your foot down. Now, this could also be person related. This could be somebody in your environment that you need to stand up against now. Put your boundaries in place and make sure that you're not being taken advantage of. All right, it could be that. It could also be that you have an interest that you like, or some sort of hobby, or something that you like to do. This is saying stand up for your beliefs with regards to that. So this is about having an interest or a hobby or something that you like to do, which is close to your heart, which makes you feel good. It could be an activity, or whatever it is, something it's saying that you need to stand up for your beliefs and what is right for you in this situation. And because you've got the Neptune and Pisces, I do feel it's about boundaries in some way, shape, or form. There could be monetary issues coming in here, or it could be about income. You may need to draw a line in the sand with regards to what you earn. There's lots of ways that this could be coming in. We also have, underneath was Green Tara, start delegating. So if you are having to move, or if you are having to rearrange something within your home, a big change or a shift or a renovation or upcycle or downcycle or whatever, it's saying that delegation may be required here. So you're not Superman or Superwoman. And this is also, I think, why you have the inner goddess, the Aphrodite. Look after yourself. Self-care is going to be hugely important at the moment. Put your boundaries in place. Make sure that you're not being taken advantage of, or that your energy is being sucked from you. You need to make sure that you've got enough so that you make good decisions, that you are not being building up resentment because you're tired, So make sure you delegate tasks and ask Green Tara to assist you, or your spirit team to assist you. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. All right. So this is to promote good decision making. So planning time for yourself, time, alone time, or me time, which is why you have the Aphrodite card, so that you are able to sit quietly in meditation, connect to the divine, which is the Pisces energy, so that you can download the information you need to make good decisions. Okay. So stand up for yourself. Make sure that does happen. Then we also have the fourth house here. So again, this is the house of home. It's mentioned twice. The fourth house, everything to do with your physical home where you are currently residing. So you may own it, or you could just be living there at this point, renting, or perhaps sharing with another, however it's set up for you. This could be your family home. You may want to be moving out, maybe you're going into your own place. Just take it as it resonates for you. But the fourth house is about where you are currently living. So it's the structure, it's also the atmosphere in the home and the people in your home. It's also to do with your connection to your roots, your family, your foundation, where you've come from, your ethnic ancestry, your ethnic identity and your ancestry, everything to do with that. It's your relationship to that, and possibly family members and so on. So it seems to me that you've got some good things coming in here. I feel you're going to find what you want. You're going to get where you need to be, whether it's a relocation to a water body, or a change of home, or change of environment, or just something changing, somebody coming in, somebody going out, whatever is the situation. There's something good coming in for you, because you've got here Taurus I have, okay, which is a very stabilizing card, very abundant card, and then we've got Lakshmi, bright future. So stop worrying, everything is going to be fine, okay? So with regards to your home or real estate or property or whatever it is, however it's relating to you, put your boundaries in place, have belief, okay? And tap into your spiritual self and your spiritual guidance, all right? And then just monitor things as they go along. Because with the Taurus card, this is about building a foundation, all right? This is your garden of possibilities. It could also be gardening. Simple as that, putting your hands in the soil. This is the fourth house. It's to do with your home. So it could be that you need to do more of that to ground yourself. With this, a lot of this Pisces and Neptune energy, you could be very ungrounded at the moment. So make sure you are grounding yourself. Spend time on the earth, walking on the earth barefoot, and gardening. Hands in the soil. If you don't even have a garden, then put your hands in pot plants and things like that, and actually, do things like that, or spend time in nature. But it is very much about building a foundation for yourself, a foundation for life. So this is about creating stability. It's about the accumulation of wealth. Money always comes in with the Taurus card. So it's the building up of that. It's the security, the foundation. And I feel that you're going to get what you need, or you're going to start stabilizing in this regard. Things are going to stabilize. Something is going to come in for you. It's going to be like a windfall, or some kind of financial support, or you're going to get the place that you want, or you're going to relocate somewhere perhaps that is more earthy, which is out of the city maybe, perhaps get a plot of land, or you're relocating in some way, or you're changing something, but it's stability, and the earth is highlighted here. It's also about sensuality. So this may also be coming in for you. Tactile. This is tactile. Also artistic and creative things come in with this. But it's tactile. It's a very sensual sign. So make sure that your home comforts are good. This is another reason why you have inner goddess Aphrodite. This is about home comforts. This is about indulging in that. Sensual practices. Bubble baths, lovely candles, romantic evenings with your person, or just sensuality in general. But it's also about tactile things. So making your home your castle. This is your place of refuge. It's your secure place. It's where you go to rest and relax and rejuvenate and gather your energy. So make sure that it's like that. Make sure it is your castle. And so I feel stability is coming in for you there. We've also got Lakshmi, as I said, bright future. Stop worrying, everything is going to be fine. She's a very abundant goddess. She's the most abundant of them all. She's absolutely loaded. And the elephants in the background also symbolize prosperity or abundance. Now, abundance can come in many ways. It can be just finding just the right home for you, or just a plot of land, or something to do with real estate or income, or something is going to help you. And there's a beautiful sun in the background, so the sun is rising. This is happier times, good times, a bright future, very abundant goddess coming in for you there. Finally, we have the Fairy Tarot card, King of Spring, and it says here a financial windfall coming in, so I feel that is appropriate. Your leadership skills are needed now, an unexpected supporter of your cause. So all of this may apply, or only some of it. So you could be getting a windfall. I do feel that stability is coming in here for you, and it's saying that whatever professional change or something, your leadership skills are required. So this could be in your workplace. It could be in a number of fields here, but it's saying that there's like a rising up of energy here, talents and skills, which is indicated by the second house. It's like a rising up of that, and you're going to be called upon to be a leader, to lead the way or to light the way for others. Okay, however, whether it's just within your family, or where you work, or whatever it may be, and an unexpected supporter of your cause. So somebody may step forward to assist you at this time, somebody who's going to believe you, or is going to be very supportive of you, or who's just going to be able to support you in some way, whether it's work related, home related, or income related, whatever it may be. And this person may be exhibiting the King of Spring qualities. This is a very self-assured, very successful person, innovative, inspiring, wise, theatrical. So they've got flair, but they're a leader. Okay, and this may be a new potential workplace, and maybe somebody there, somebody's going to be a mentor or a manager for you, or something like that, and you're going to look up to them. They're admirable. They've got very, very good qualities. They're also excellent family, with their family. They love their family. So they've got all the best qualities. And it could also be that if this is not somebody you're seeing in your environment, whether it's a family member or somebody you work with or whatever it is, it could be a partner, but it could also be that you need to bring these qualities in for yourself to nurture these qualities. So innovative, inspiring, wise and theatrical. So you've got flair and leadership potential here. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that. Please stay on for the love reading if you would like to. Otherwise, please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe. And take care, and I will see you next time. Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your love reading. This is for you and your person, your significant other, your special someone. I've already shuffled and laid out the cards. Please don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, as that does help to move the videos around YouTube. Okay, so I'm having a look here. I'm seeing two main themes in the reading. So I'm just going to start with the one which is jumping out at me, and this seems to be that it could be that you and your person are parting ways, and you are wanting to move on. That is the main theme. Or the other one that is coming in is that you and your person have faced or are facing, there's something coming in, or a situation needs to be sorted out, and it's what you're going to go through in order to get to a happier conclusion. So I'm going to start with the first one, which seems to me to be more the predominant theme. But as I said, this may only be for some of you. So only take what resonates. Otherwise, we'll go on to the other theme. But this one is that it seems to me that, by the way the cards are lying here, with the actual situation, it seems that if you are the one that is, if you are wanting to part company and go your own way, then it seems to me that you may have come from a situation which has been quite disciplined and rigid, or very strict kind of environment, and that has got its advantages, being organized and so on, but it can also be stifling. So it may have been that within the relationship there was this energy of discipline, and everything has to be planned, everything structured, very serious. And then underneath was the energy of the trine, which is about flow. And that is more acceptable to a Cancerian. So I'm thinking that, there needs to be more flow within the relationship, or that was a need of the relationship, that there needs to be a balance between that. And the flow comes from the trine, which is about enjoyment. It's about gifting. It's about support. So perhaps you had a complete lack of support in the relationship, and there just wasn't that enrichment which should be there in an important relationship. There should be mutual beneficial support and nurturing and all of those sorts of things. That has to come in some way, shape or form. And I feel that maybe that was the downfall, if there has been a downfall, or perhaps that's an area that just never got sorted out. And then we've got you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. So this simply means that you may have had a bit of a loss of self-worth in this situation. And it's saying that you are good enough, all right? That you may need to just be a bit more organized. You need to declutter and get rid of things, to declutter emotions or material things in order to move quickly out of your situation and away, if that is the right thing for you. Now, it's also, as I say, about being discerning about your environment. Be discerning about the people in your life at this time. That is what the full moon in Virgo is. But full moon is always a culmination, a result. So it's about also being earthy and spending time in nature, grounding yourself. Possibly you do need to ground yourself at this time as well. Being a Cancerian, that could be the case. And it's about being discerning about what is going on around you right now, picking and choosing, sifting and sorting. You may also have been overly critical of yourself, or maybe there has been a lot of criticism within the relationship. That could also be coming up. But and that maybe has dented self-worth. So you are good enough, and it's about that. It's about decluttering, getting rid of things out of your environment that no longer suit you, things or people or situations, and then grounding as well. And then the divine door for this is a note on love. Seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. When love is the focus, foundation and goal, blessed is the body, mind and soul. So if we're going with this theme, then it's basically saying that love, there needs to be more love here to hold things together. And if that is not the case, then seek different seasons and enter into the unknown. That's basically what it's saying. A change of scenery. Okay, so then from carrying on with that theme, your view of the situation, we've got Uranus, and this is always a quick, sudden change. It can be like a lightning bolt, which is why the lightning bolts are there. But it's saying, I feel that this could be that you're longing for a breakthrough or a freedom or a change, a big surprise, a big change, an awakening, or some sort of breakthrough, freedom from something, freedom from a situation. So you're searching for a solution, or waiting for a big change to come in, some kind of change that can free you up and move you forward. The card for that is the Sacred Lotus, compassion in action, the chosen tool. I see now the lotus in your spirit's jewel. So this could be indicating that you have been through some difficult times. The lotus always rises up through the mud, comes from the bottom of the lake or the river. It rises up through the mud, and then it produces this exquisite flower onto the surface, and it opens into the sun. So it's saying that there's been some very difficult situations, and you're rising up out of that. And it's saying that, just think about the lotus when you are facing difficulty. That we, all of us, have to go through that murkiness and the mud in order to rise up to produce that beautiful flower. So it's acknowledging that has been the situation, that you have been through difficulty, and you're now looking for a breakthrough, freedom, opportunity, some sort of big change or shift to move things forward. This can be like a form of sort of a reform as well, or some kind of original idea or some kind of way to shift things forward. Then for the person involved, they've got the Aries energy. So this could be, it could be that, going with the first theme, it could be that this person has been selfish or been very self-centered, and they just haven't put in what is required to grease the oils of the relationship, to actually, to put love in, or they haven't put in enough of themselves in order to become fully invested in the relationship. It could be that with the Aries energy, and the divine door is offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. So I feel that they haven't done that. They haven't shared enough, or they haven't given enough in the relationship. So that could also be leading to problems. So I'm just dealing with the first theme. I'll get to the second theme afterwards. So now when it comes to the it could also be that this person has been sort of driven, or a little bit bossy, or has actually been in charge, being the leader in the relationship, and that is could have created problems as well. Now, with the this section here, we've got the bottom of the astrology deck is Mercury communication. So I'm seeing that if you are in fact parting ways, that's the first theme we're looking at, then communication is going to be very important, but it's also sincerity in your communication. So be careful what you say and how you say it and who you say it to, because you've got discretion here. All right. So if you are arranging things quietly on your own, doing things on your own to move forward, to change your environment, or to sort something out, then just be aware of this, okay? The discretion, which means, as I said, be careful what you say, when you say it, and to who, and in what form, because Mercury covers all sorts of things. It covers emails, verbal communication, also body language. You don't want to bring unnecessary problems in by by not being either not being clear, or speaking out of turn, or having something personal and private out there in the general space. So just take it as it resonates for you. But it's all your words, your thoughts, everything is important. Mercury can also be about communications, as I said, verbally or written. This can be contracts and documents related as well. It can also be to do with hearing things, or receiving information, or hearing gossip even. Sometimes that can come in. Or it can be also the thought processes, also what you are giving out in the form of communication. It's also about awareness. So some awareness could be coming to you as well. But just, as I said, be aware of the discretion. It could also be just about learning, doing research, finding things out, planning things. A short journey may be required, or a car journey may be required. Planning that, communication, exchanging of ideas, finding things out, research, and so on. All of that comes in. Things can be quick with Mercury. Things can be very quick. Things can unfold with some speed when Mercury is involved. Okay. Then we have here, going still with the first theme, a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So this is a result. Full moon is always a result. This is always about a domestic or personal issue. So domestic as in the home, but it can also be a very personal issue. But it's saying that something is coming up to be resolved now. And it's saying it's going to be all right. Okay. But it can also indicate a home change. That came up in the life reading as well. So, but emotions are very high. They can be very high with Cancer. So just be careful, as I said, with Mercury communication, that you don't say something out of turn or have an outburst of some sort, because with full moon in Cancer, that can be the case. The emotions are high. It's a very full energy, and it's a full moon as well. So yes, by all means, be sincere and say what needs to be said, but do it in a way which is not going to cause an inflammatory result. But it could be that you just say something to make your position clear, and things get resolved, So it can be that. So take it as it resonates. Then we also have the bottom of the divine doors here. So heart healing, morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. So it's saying that, if you're moving on, then really get yourself prepared. Be quite meticulous about what your planning is, and get organized, to declutter, remove things that are not serving you anymore, let go of things, but be careful with your planning, and move towards things which you harmonize with, which are resonating with, which provide flow and harmony in your life. That's the way you want to go, okay? And it's saying that, if you've had a mourning period, then let it go now. Close the door and move on. Emerge from the darkness, a new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. That you're going to have healing in this situation, and you will be able to move forward. okay? Now going with the second theme, as I said, this could be that your relationship is in fact is facing a situation or has had some bumps in the road, or something has come up, something has happened, and it's just put you guys under pressure. And it's just saying in general that with the you are good enough full moon in Virgo, declutter. So you may be changing your environment or changing something, and it's a decluttering of emotion or material possessions, anything that's not serving you, okay? Declutter. It's also about discernment, as I said, where you put your energy, and also your self-worth, that you may be feeling, one or either of you may be just feeling, and I feel it might be you, that this relationship you have taken a bit of a sort of a back step, or you're not feeling that you're not good enough for the person, or that you don't have enough of whatever you feel you need. And this is saying that you are absolutely good enough, or there is some aspect of some external factor which is coming into the relationship, and this is testing your self-worth abilities, or it's testing your ability to handle whatever is coming at you, okay? So take that as it resonates. And it's saying the Capricorn energy is about being disciplined, but it's also about getting organized, arranging things in such a way that there's a plan, there's a strategy in place to create this harmony and flow, all right? You want to create a strategy and a structure so that things can work, but there's flow, all right? It mustn't be so rigid and disciplined that it creates problems. So it could be that, as I said, some external event has occurred and now you are needing to bring in a bit of structure and discipline, but it's also about having a plan, and letting go of unnecessary things that are not serving you at the moment. And this is so that you can create ease and harmony and movement forward and support, okay? You want to do that. And then if with the second theme for you, this is about you may be the one that's coming up with all the ideas at this time, and that you are inspired about something. You're inspired about something. You've been brainstorming. You want to start something, or you want to push something forward within the relationship, but you're coming up with all the plans and the ideas, the inspiration, and you're thinking about the future. And this is very much about awakening, kind of working towards something and coming up with the ideas. And with the Sacred Lotus, it is saying that, you have possibly within the relationship, if you've been together for some time already, it's been that you've been through some difficulties, that you've had some troubles times, externally or internally, and now you're rising to the surface to overcome them, and that I feel that you're reaching for the light, and that is what you're doing. And you're with this Uranus revolution, that can bring a lot of realization into your life. You can suddenly have a most fantastic idea or an epiphany and be able to move forward to it, and it's going to free up the relationship in some way. Now, if that is the case, then your person with the Aries energy could be very much wanting to lead in this. They are the ones that have got the energy and the drive. You may have the ideas, they've got the energy and drive to push it forward. They are quite an exciting person to be around. They could be quite fiery by nature. In the life reading, the King of Spring came up, and that could very well be a fire sign coming into your life, or is in your life. They're rising up to the occasion. They're becoming a leader. They're fiery, and they're courageous. Also they could be quite impulsive, and if that's the case, then they may want to offer you something, maybe want to bring something to the table, which is why you have the offerings card here. So abundance lies in the heart that allows, share more than expected, and see love come around. So they may want to give you something, or to share more, to bring more love into the situation. They may want to lead the way in that regard. Okay, going with this theme, as I said, with the Mercury, communication, very important. You may need to talk. You may need to discuss things. There's going to be research about this idea or this movement or whatever it is that you're facing now, to discuss it, to come together, to sort it out, exchange ideas, get a plan together. But it's sort of research-based. It's looking at things, understanding, communicating, talking to others, networking. It's body language. It's also contracts and documents. If you are moving house or you are changing your environment, you may need to be working on that. And the contract or document may be related to a change or of some sort. With the discretion, I feel that this is something between the two of you. Just be discreet with your documentation or with your ideas or whatever it is that you're wanting to do. The two of you may be moving away from a situation. You may be leaving a difficult situation, or something has occurred and now you want to move away. And it's just saying, just keep things on the down low and be, just be discreet with the information that you're obtaining or sharing with others at this time. And also, obviously, your conversations with your person. But the two of you may be moving away from a difficult situation, or a situation that has now arrived in your relationship and you've got to make a quick change. Mercury can be very quick, but it may involve a car journey, it may involve sort of travel or planning, maps, that sort of thing. And learning, schools may also come in with that as well. And as I said, with the full moon in Cancer, a result, personal issue reaches resolution. This can be a house move, as I said, but it can also be something that you two of you have been working on. Some kind of domestic or personal issue comes up and is going to be resolved, and it's going to be okay. And then obviously you may, as I said, you may be leaving your environment, maybe leaving your neighborhood, or moving to a new place, a new country, a new state, a new province, whatever it may be. And there's some heart healing that is required. And morning now has had its time. Do not pay it a single dime. Emerge from the darkness. A new day starts. Let light embrace the healing heart. It could also be that you've maybe had a passing in your family, and this has shifted and changed something, and now you're moving forward away from that into a new environment. This could come in. This morning could come in a number of ways. It could be that you're just letting go of a whole lot of things and going into a new environment with your person. Take it as it resonates for you. Okay, Cancer, I hope you enjoyed that. Please take care. Don't forget to like and share, or like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.